Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Let's Play Rayman 2 with me, StutPip123. Today we're going into the bayou. Last time we went through the Walk of Life, and I almost forgot the name then, and still almost forgot it now. But so we got a load of lums there, met Lee again. Today we're going through here, where the warship that Razorbeard has sent after us is going to send homing bombs at us, which thankfully enough are really slow, and we kind of lock onto. Unfortunately not that cage though. So let's jump across and cause the frog to die, or... yeah. I think actually, although this stuff's still gooey and stuff, I think the frogs are okay. You can hear the homing bombs and they're coming for you. They've made that little helicopter noise. But yeah, this level's kind of like a sort of chase, but the warship's kind of very nonchalant about it. Ooh, that was very close for that piranha. Rayman nearly had his non-existent butt eaten off. Oh boy, that was close. These lums lighting the way to jump over the explosion bomb thing. Oh yes, more of my elite bouncing shot tactic. Or not. Maybe now. Oh yes, like this. Ta-da. Elite bouncing tactics. It's very hot today, and my head is kind of frazzled, so the commentary will probably be a little bit off, even though it was always a bit off because I am quite new at this whole talking thing, especially when there's no one there to listen, at least from my point of view. Yeah, this kind of standard linear-ish, swampy, gooey level. Gooey? I don't know, gooey's not a great descriptor for this circumstance. How am I supposed to get that cage? Yes, more bouncing. Your shots, Rayman's shots kind of half lock onto stuff. And, yeah. Insightful commentary I have not. This is it. Ooh, big... I need my head to cool off. Maybe should have done that first, but oh well, here we are, playing the level now. Can't take it back or else I have to play the whole game again, up to this point. Which I'm not a fan of doing, so please no. Please no. Ah yes, and don't forget there's a cage hiding here. And there we go, through that section, on to the next. Something I've thought about is, with all these new remakes and remasters coming out, that Rayman really needs... well, one, Rayman needs a new 3D game. But first, I think a Rayman 2 remake, well not remake, a remaster. Don't want a remake. A remake's where they change everything. Just look at Resident Evil 3. That big disappointment. Resident Evil 2 remake was good, but the one, number 3, was a cash grab. Whereas I think this game with HD textures and like non-jagged edges for things, like Rayman's model and such, just make it all much higher polygon count, etc. in 1080p on on the next generation. In fact, no, 4K ray tracing on the next generation consoles. You just got flattened. Oof. Yeah, I think this game could be good, like in the way Quake 2 was done with RTX, to show off just how much better a game can look with it. Yeah, but that's my humble opinion, and no one listens to humble opinions, only monetarily weighted opinions, which mine is not. Mine is a very not monetarily weighted opinion. I was doing so well. Got through so much of the level with no issue, and then I fall in the goo. It looks pretty gooey. I mean, it's all green. I suppose it's like water lilies and frog spawn, etc. I don't know, Rayman disintegrates, so clearly it's not very nice. That is a face. That tree is definitely a face. And we're going to go into its mouth and encounter a slightly different enemy. This enemy is completely invincible to your shots, but he's stupid and falls in the pit, so not so difficult to deal with, you know. Ah yes, a switch puzzle, so we've got to get through the thing before the timer runs out. Good luck! We're going to run out of time, I think. Or would... Yep, just made it. Oh, the guitar and the music is very nice. Speaking of which, the music just disappeared. Where'd it go? Bring back the music. Where's my music gone? You guys can tell that. Like the soundtrack just suddenly stopped. We're almost done with this level. Finally be able to complete a level first try, other than the walk of thing, which is kind of like sort of not a real level because there's no enemies, just platforming. If you're into that sort of thing, I don't know. It's kind of reminiscent of the no flood section of Super Mario Sunshine, where in all those levels where they take away your flood. Well, they take away flood, so you can only use Mario's basic maneuvers, which are quite extensive. But now, you guys get to see the bonus level. And most people will say, oh, these are easy. But, I am really bad at these bonus levels. I get incredibly cramped fingers trying to do this. I may even fail. Essentially, you hit A and B on the Dreamcast controller, back and forth, over and over, or on PC I think it's A and jump. It's A and space by default. Just basically shoot and jump buttons, back and forth as fast as you can. And you've got to mash them pretty hard to get them to go fast, but I'm not very good at it. Well, I suppose it's because I play PC games a lot, and there's not a lot of button mashing in PC gaming that I play. Mostly RTSs and shooters. Not really. Anyway, yeah, button mashing. But this first one's not too bad. It's quite short. Let's see. Oh, come on, don't fall now. Don't fail now. Oh. Yeah, see, 26 seconds in this first one. But later on, they're going to get much, much longer. And my fingers are going to kill me. And I might even just straight up lose. If you lose, nothing happens. If you win, your Rayman's health gets filled up. So, you know, if you enter a level with not much health left, that's good. Next is Tell you what, we'll do a long episode today. Sanctuary of Water and Ice. This marks about the 25% mark of the game. And, yeah, we got a nice cutscene here. With the Teensies. Hello again. Yes, we haven't seen these guys since the first level. And, yeah, have they figured out who's in charge? And the answer is no. Instead, they just formed a line because they forget things really quickly and come up with things very slowly, it seems. I suppose they couldn't democratically vote for who's king because they'd all vote themselves. Anyway, what they are basically saying, if you need yellow lumps to pass this door to get to the next part of the game, because essentially they make sure you are collecting lumps. You know, you're not going to get to the end of the game and not having bothered collecting any. So you know, you got to collect. I think I don't know what the number is, but I think it's 100, 150, something like that. And we've got 200 and a bit. But yeah, they're gatekeeping to this level, which is the 25% point. Once we beat it, I think. I'm just going to check the settings again because they keep changing on me. keeps screwing my audio up. I'm really not appreciating this game. Ow. Got nommed by the piranha on the way down. My foot. You will pay for the... Oh, there's a pirate on the beach. Didn't even notice. The music didn't play. Why is the music not going? There's usually music when you fight the pirates. And it's not just because I turn the volume off, because it's not off, it's only halfway down. Me no understand. Could be my disc's wearing out. This is my original copy of Rayman 2 from when I was young, and I've played it a fair bit, so it wouldn't surprise me if it's starting to go. Although that would be very unfortunate. I definitely can't afford to buy another one. Dreamcast games are not most common, because the Dreamcast was not very well sold. Although an interesting fact, during the Dreamcast's entire lifespan, and the lifespan of the Xbox One, like the same amount of time, the Xbox One sold less. So within the Dreamcast 1999 to 2001, where it ended, it sold just under 10 million. And the Xbox One in the same period of time, 2013 to 15-ish, didn't sell as many. Very interesting facts. Of course, since then, the Xbox One has sold a lot more, as the prices came down, etc. Now, as we saw down there, we got another one of the glob crystals. We've actually unlocked a mini game in the Glowbox Village if we go back to the Woods of Light at some point to check those out. Probably at the end of the Let's Play, though. Then anyway, up over here we have a rather large, ominous door with two glowy things and pirates. Another one that he kind of, he got. Oh yes, and if the pirate happens to drill at the ground where you're standing, instant death, like full all your health gone, instant dead. So don't stand where they come up from. Most of the game's very forgiving, but that bit, nah, instant dead. Now, we've got a little puzzle here. It's not a very difficult puzzle, but it is a puzzle. How do we open the big door? Well, the answer is we need to do something with the big glowy coloured things. So we need to actually find stuff to shove on them. Very. No. Oh, I was trying to skip. No one cares, Murphy. It's my job to explain everything. Basically, we put the coloured sphere on the coloured triangle, and the door open. It is very much magical, because that makes absolutely no sense at all. Apart from the fact that it's basically like putting two. It's basically a door with two locks, and we've got to find both keys. But they're not really that hidden. They're only like 20 feet away in both directions. Sparkly. Can you imagine flipping a light switch and just having play every single time? Rather interesting if your life was like that, eh? And then we've got to go open this other door. Yeet. Rayman was saying yeet from 1999. For he dumping. What does this mean? Anyone who can figure out how to open the door can dump things. But what does that mean? Dump? What do you mean dumping? What do pirates have to dump? They're robots. It's not like they're going to dump any waste. And they capture everyone to make slaves. So what kind of waste? What are they dumping? Somebody say in the comments. What do you think the pirates are dumping, or they're not allowed to dump and would be given permission to? Let's get this. Oh, I missed it. Oof. Get this door open then. Magical door. Can't believe the pirates are stupid. So stupid they couldn't figure out you match the coloured thing with the coloured thing. Although being robots, maybe they're colourblind. You know, maybe that's why. Anyway, here we got a nice shower of lums. We just kind of go in a circle round the thing and collect all the lums. Nice round 40 lums. That's a nice number. Ends in a 0. That means we've definitely got all the lums. Now we go on to a kind of... I don't know, it's not a mini game, but it's a giant slide section. Because everyone loves slide sections. I don't know, I'd say... In order, there's another thing that happens later. Well, another new method of traversal, which I'd say is slightly worse than this. Oh, come on, yep, hey! Yeah, I'd say this is, while it doesn't control great, it's not buggy, so to speak. But, there is... oh, yes, got it. Sorry, I'm just trying to make sure, or get the lums, because I don't have to come back here, that this last jump mustn't screw up. Oh, I can screw it up that way. I mean, I don't want to make the jump and miss the lum, because that would be bad. I don't want to have to play it again. Playing things twice is not fun. Unless, of course, yeah, it's the kind of game that's really fun to do several times. But most 3D platformers, especially this one, are not designed for that. They are either designed to be completable in one go, or you have to come back for a very specific thing. Ooh, let's line it up this time. Yeet! Yes! Okay, I think we've done it. Ish, maybe. So you may be thinking, why are we here? And who is this person? Well, this is Axel, as it said, the guardian of this place. Now, why does this place have a guardian? Well, the answer is, this place is actually one of the locations of one of the masks of Polycus we're looking for. And so we just yeeted an icicle onto the ice guardian's head, and he goes poof. So yeah, that was a Rayman boss fight, guys. Such difficult boss fight. I don't know. I think it's to the rhythm. Because the way he throws his icicles in this, if you're on the rhythm he throws them, you will always be hit, and it's very hard to get off the rhythm. But if you catch him like that, where I did, when you're not in sync with him, he would always miss. And yeah, that's what I just my experience. But now, it's time to claim what he was guarding. And make our fight get the first of the 4 masks of Polycus. I think it's Polycus. Ooh, look, Rayman's hair looks a bit green. Oh, it all looks a bit green. There's a big green tinge on everything. Where Rayman's all glow. Look, where it's almost like he was destined to be there. They both have a big circle shape on them. And apparently electricity. And here we go. The first mask of Polycus. That 25% of the game complete. Now I'm dissolved and dead. There. Game over. Rayman died. Couldn't have too much power in his hands. Evaporate. Just kidding, Rayman's fine. Well. And here's God. Hi God, otherwise known as Polycus. And we found the first of his masks. Now he's actually dreaming. This plane of existence is actually his dream. Like, it isn't real. It's all in his head. But I'm not quite sure how... I mean, who thought this guy? His arms are like 6 feet long and his legs are literally an inch. And the mask is definitely slightly alive. and pretty big. Like, that doesn't fit either of them. How is it a mask if you can't put it on? Also, he's got nipples and man boobs. Rayman's god has man boobs. And disintegration. The end. The mask won. Lol. Funny. I've made the joke twice now. Nah. It's just Rayman's portal. And now, guess what, guys? We get to play the bonus level again. Oh no! I don't want to do... Oh. I don't want to do the bonus level again. Ah, no. No, AB hard. If you could just spam one button as fast as you can, it would be okay, but you have to hit them back and forth. And that's the annoying bit! Because if you hit one of them twice, and instead of doing back and forth, all of the speed drops. I don't know, supposed to represent your feet going back and forth or something? Come on! Oh! No! See what I mean? How? I was really quick. Ah. Ow, my neck. Right. Try hard mode. Engage. Gonna spam them buttons really, really hard. Prep my hands. Just a couple of little warm-up exercises so they're ready to press some buttons really quickly. His eyes are 2D sprites and they face backwards as well as forwards. That is weird. Anyway. Buttons, AB. I'm not quite sure why Razorbeard's like, what is it, first mate or something, is here racing with the people he's trying to enslave. Not quite sure why that makes it, he's here, but, you know, he is. And we got to beat him to the ferry. Oh, come on! Damn it. Alright, I'll give it one more go, but then I'm going to have to give up because this is actually too hard. No, it's not. It's not. Hang on. That wasn't a proper go. That didn't work. Got to try again. And don't screw up again. Ugh. Right. Ew. I think there's a little gap there. It's supposed to give you a little break, but it doesn't work. Otherwise you lose the rhythm. Oh, come on, he's miles ahead! No, he's cheating. There's no way. That is impossible. Look, you saw the little bar, you see how much I'm pressing it, you can probably hear it. Nah, I can't do it. Mission failed, guys. Let's play over. Boo-hoo. Gonna go home and die now. Just kidding, it's just the bonus level. I'll see you next time in the Menia Hills. Bye, guys.